What's up guys, so right before this video starts I just want to say two things. First of all, I want everyone to keep in mind that this is a $0 build. I know this is not a very good looking shield, nor is it a very like a super effective shield that you could buy offline for like $200, but I mean it really gets the job done. It's really padded and feels really comfortable, even though this took $0 to make. I didn't have to buy any supplies, it was just very Scrapyard. And as for the saw blade mace that was featured in the last video, I did a build video on that. I'll probably leave a link in the description if you want to go watch that. I wanted to get suggestions, and I said to put suggestions in the comments for what it should be called, because sometimes I like my viewers to name my weapons. So the one that I felt was really funny and the most fitting was the hash slinging slasher, and this was suggested by The One. Literally that's his name, The One, so shout out to him for winning the name suggestion. So anyway, let's get on with the build. I'm going to take apart this entire pallet and get every single plank and 2x4 isolated and separated. Now I took the best 6 pieces I could find out of that pile that I just made, and I'm going to take out all the nails and then cut off the ends of them, because obviously I don't want that there. I'm going to cut it right about there. Just pretty much salvage all these pieces, make them look a lot nicer. Now I have all these 6 planks or boards, whatever you want to call them, with the edges lined up here, and as you can see the edges aren't lined up here, so I'm going to take the shortest one and make a right angle all the way across all of the pieces so that they're all perfectly the same length. And now that these pieces are all the same length, I'm going to measure the width of all of them combined. That's about 20¼ inches. So now I'm going to take another piece of wood like these and cut it to 21¼ inches. Oh, actually I'm going to get 2 of those pieces of wood, cut them to 20¼ inches, and put them on the top and the bottom, and maybe in the middle, but I'm not sure yet. Alright, so I have all the pieces, lined up, and I have each of the 2x4s on either end perfectly lined up. Now all I'm going to do is at either end, just put 1 nail in each plank through the 2x4 on either side. So I'll be using 12 nails since there's 2 sides and 6 on each side. The nails I'm going to be using are just 2.5-inch tack nails, pretty basic. Well, scrap those nails because every time I try to hit them in, they just keep bending, so I'm just going to be using these about inch-long screws. Now that the handle is put on right here, I laid down my arm with my hand in the handle and then just marked out where I'm going to put the strap, and I'm going to be using this 2-inch wide nylon webbing that you can find on most, you can find this kind of stuff on, say, like backpacks. It's just like the strapping that you find, like, this is the backpack that I use, just has this kind of webbing, but obviously this is not 2 inches wide. You can find, I mean, this will work too, but the wider it is, the more comfortable it's going to be. I'm going to cut out about a, how long is that? Maybe a foot of this, and then just screw it down onto the wood. Oh, shit. Oh, I screwed it to my table. I then just cut this weird shape out of some 1/2-inch craft foam, and I can just kind of push it in there, and then I'm going to, I don't know if I'm just going to use Gorilla Glue to hold this down. And now that I've set up this weird clamp system to hold down the piece of foam while the glue is drying, I'm going to let the glue dry. I then just took some, I think, 3/4 inch steel piping, and I used a hammer and an anvil to make this handle, which is the second handle, just for better support if you want to use the shield with 2 hands. And I flattened out both the ends, and they're both flat. So I'm going to drill holes in either flat piece so I can then screw it to the back of the shield.